Welcome to Ballers Union. We got Goldie back from his coaching tour. He's over there trying to win a state title. If he gets one loss, he's going to be out like Coach Boone. So, everybody go pray for Goldie.
Pray for me? What we praying for? What we praying for?
CP, we already know he's taking double duties. BTG's in hiding for a couple reasons.
It seems like that's just my normal duty. Maybe when
Right.
he comes, I actually get a little breather. But, like they say, if you got two quarterbacks, you have none. So I'm happy where I'm at.
Right. We got Smash holding down the paint as always.
Yes, sir. Always.
Yep. Saying he over there, he's going to be the first undrafted free agent to go in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, he Big Ben Wallace.
or maybe he's going to pull a John Wall card. I want to get paid, but I just don't want to play. Maybe that's what he's gonna do.
Well, just not for y'all. That's all.
This is amazing, man. These basketball dudes are tripping me out, boy.
I ain't mad at him on that one though.
Yeah, I don't blame him, man. Like they got a young squad. He don't need to be out there running when they got young legs out there.
If you can get it, get it. You know what I'm saying?
20 million to sit on the bench.
Shoot, Aaron Gordon just got 92 million.
Damn.
Yeah, they just giving out checks. That's almost worse than Smash. I'm on that page with Smash with the Hall of Fame. They just giving out money these days.
I'm just trying to figure out with all this cash free flowing, how did Schroeder? I'm still confused on that one.
Yeah, he fumbled that back bad.
I hope he's not listening to whoever he was listening to before.
He still is. Talking about let's go ahead and get started with the WNBA. The playoffs about to kick off the 23rd of September.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? My favorite team's in Chicago Sky. They clinch a spot. Those Aces clinch a spot. Surprisingly, the Dallas Wing is just clinched a spot, and they had like the first three picks? No, they had the first two picks and another. What was the fifth or sixth pick in this last draft?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
they've been trying to tool. They've been trying to build up.
Yep. Unfortunately, the Atlanta Dream just got eliminated from the playoff contention. There's still three teams in it with the Sparks, Liberty, and Mystic to claim that final spot. Washington Mystic, if they get in, they could create some noise because they got Deladonna back now too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not worried about them, but like I still think that Seattle's gonna run it. So
I don't know, man, because Stewie got a new baby at home. She just had a minor injury.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? She now might be 100% in it. You know how it is to have a new kid at the house.
Don't I? Good grief.
But that might be why she might just be like, I don't want to be home right now, so let me stay on the road as much as I can.
Yeah, okay. How did that work for you? Yeah, how did that work for you? Say, hey, you're on the road. I know you just had a kid, but I gotta go to work.
It don't work too good for the male, but she got a little WNBA money, so she can afford a little nanny.
Right. But yeah, if you believe that, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, I'm just trying to give it the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
Who? What we talking about?
We talking about the WNBA. You got anything to add about your Aces? Think they're gonna win it?
We got a good shot at it, man. We got a good shot at it, and you can't win the dance unless you get in the dance. So as long as you get in there, you got a good chance. I was trying to upset your Sky, but to derail y'all from making the playoffs, but y'all showed up big time that game.
Yep.
That was impressive.
Yeah, we might be the dark horse. Candace Parker's on a mission. She's playing for the hometown. So let's see what happens. We're also in September. This is the last month of regular season for the MLB. Do we even care about baseball?
Yep.
Why not?
If you cared about it this long, why would you stop caring now? Like you should have stopped caring in the summer.
I cared about it last weekend. It was the Subway Series. They ended off with a bang. They had a bench clearing almost brawl, but They were it was good. It was a good way to end the Subway series. So, but as far as playoff wise, hell no. My Mets are out of it. They started off good and ended off sorry. So who cares?
Hey, I'm loving it right now. I'm loving it right now.
There is so much good happening in baseball right now. Go ahead, Smash. My bad.
No, I just wanted to say shout out to Go D's Mets for go ahead and letting my Braves get the first place in the division. So
you right.
Appreciate
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome. We definitely ain't gonna let them fail cons though. We ain't gonna let them get it though. So you better.
Hey, what were you gonna say, CP? What were you talking about, CP?
Yo,
we definitely gonna address that today.
There is so much good baseball happening. You just have to like look past the box score. First, the Dodgers are still playing well. Max Scherzer just got 3,000 strikeouts. Had another immaculate inning. He's killing it. Vlad Jr. just passed Shohei in the home run title, and he could sneak into the Triple Crown. Miguel Cabrera, Tigers, is getting real close to 3,000 hits. He's not going to make it this year, which sucks. So he'll have to hang around and stay on the payroll for another year. But, we're here for it.
Didn't he get 500 this year?
He got 500 home runs, but he's at 2976 as far as hits. So, so that's happening. Anytime the Yankees lose is good. So there's just been a lot of cool things. The Padres are still fighting. Even if they're not going to make it, they're still exciting TV. And quietly, Yu Darvish is back to being terrible. And they even threw some stats out there that ever since they started checking, the pitchers between innings for the funky stuff, his ERA has gone up about 4. He went from like a 2 to 6, and they're kind of sweeping that through the rug because, they don't want that to get out. But yeah, so baseball is still going baseball. It's still in last place. But if you're already watching, keep watching. It's still going well.
Yeah, my baseball ended during the trade deadline, where my team gave everybody away, and I don't know who these players are anymore. So, shout out to the Cubs. You know what I'm saying? You got us.
Chris Bryant just came back. Chris Bryant was just back with the Giants, and they gave him a little standing O, and they showed a little tribute video. He was crying. It was good. And then Tim Anderson on the other side is steady talking junk for the White Sox. So
yeah, you can't be both though in Chicago.
Well, you Chicago and Arizona, so
no, I'm a Chicago Cardinals fan.
That's what's up. How many games they play?
Chicago Cardinals. They played one game this year. The Brewers on. We dominated those Titans. 5 sacks by Chandler Jones.
Yeah, Chicago's not in Arizona though, sir.
Well,
in your reality.
In my reality, the Lions got 4 championships then too.
In his reality, they are in Arizona.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Opinions are not facts. We're living in a world.
False facts.
Opinions are something else, but we'll keep it a family program.
Yeah.
But everybody's got one and they all stink.
Yeah. Well, since we were already talking about football, go ahead and shift to week 1. My Chicago Cardinals did their things. You know what I'm saying? 5 sacks by Chandler Jones. Kyler Murray was out there like he was playing Madden, doing some off-the-wall stuff. Act like he was going to run, juke a defender, throw to the D-Hop, throw to the Rondo Moore.
Kirk got me my fantasy points.
Even Edmonds showed up. That was amazing to see him get. It wasn't really a running back by committee. They actually fed somebody for a change. So
right. It was a good game. Good game. Not a good game for the Titans, who's supposed to be a Super Bowl contending team that got embarrassed by the Cardinals, but good game for the Cardinals.
Was Fulio even playing that game? I didn't even notice if he was playing at all.
He got shut down.
He did.
Tannehill couldn't throw the ball, so that's what happened. They were on him. They were on him. Even Captain America was doing his thing too. JJ Watt, the face of the NFL. But yeah, we could go. You could go ahead and jump on those Saints. I know you're excited about that.
Let me tell you something, man. I cannot say enough about Sean Payton when he is the epitome of put your headphones back on, son. And it's just not because it's my team, right? But at the same time, he has shown that he has the ability to not do what the NFL usually does, is try to put a player in their mold versus building the mold around the player. And to see Jameis do what he did, to see the defense play how they played, it was a real amazing game. And to shut out crybaby, excuse making Aaron Rodgers the way that they did, where is BTG right now? For all the Aaron Rodgers apologists. Good game, Saints.
I think that was a tank. Now, I do believe that the Saints were going to win. Jameis balled out. He got them new eyes. He's got that. He went through Toastmasters. He tried to remember what his coach was going to say, but he couldn't, which was hilarious. But I do think Aaron was trying to send a message, or at least give him a little penalty, like, "Hey, y'all don't
do that. Don't do that.
No. This is why I'm going to do it, because next week the Packers are on Monday Night Football, and everybody's going to be like, "Oh, what's Aaron going to do? Is he washed? Is he back? Like, is he going to redeem himself?"
Right.
And I don't know if you guys know who they play, but I know who they play, and they don't lose to this team in Lambeau very much.
Who they play?
The Detroit.
Yes, in Detroit.
Hey.
Oh, he just said GG. We just say smash him down to Detroit. He leads us to Detroit.
So
shocker.
So let's pause on the Aaron blah blah blah. I feel like he sent a message. Like, I do feel like they were gonna lose. A loss is a loss.
So basically, what you're saying in a baseball term, the Detroit Lions is a slump buster. That's what you're saying?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like, I truly believe that. What was the score? 38-3.
Yep.
So if Aaron was like halfway for real playing, it probably would have been 38-17.
So you can't do that. I'm not gonna let you take no glory take my shine from my Saints. I think that he got caught in the buzzsaw, and that's what happened. And if he bounces back against Detroit, so be it. But today, until toe meets leather on Sunday, I don't want to hear from the apologists. And don't you pile on with the apologists.
I'm not apologizing. I'm saying he's strategizing. Now, if we beat him, then I'm on the bandwagon. I'm like my coach said. What did he say? That's gonna be me if we beat him. If Matt Stafford with a slower fastball beats Aaron Rodgers, then we'll see. What's the boy name? Jared Goff.
No, you got Jared Goff. You don't got Matt Stafford.
Matt Stafford with a slower fastball.
Yeah, I got you.
Oh, okay.
So if he beats him, then yes. But I think Aaron's gonna go for about 400, 5-6 touchdowns.
It's on Monday night, right?
Yep. Double check, all that stuff.
Right. Double check.
Actually, I will say one good thing about the Lions. They played hard last Sunday. You know what I'm saying? They're probably
in the fourth quarter.
They're probably the only NFC North team that played hard on Sunday, because the Packers, like you said, they didn't care. Aaron Rodgers pulled a Jay Cutler and just said, "F it." You know,
smart. But the Lions say "F it" at the start of the game. Basically, the first half, they don't really kick in until about halfway through the third. They're like, "Yo, we losing bad. Let's at least show up." If we could get a third/fourth quarter Lions game for like the whole game, we'd win more. But kneecaps and
I didn't see
stuff.
any of the Detroit game. What was your opinion of Goff going?
Oh,
it was a loss, but what was your opinion of him thus far?
Looked like Matt Stafford with a slower fastball.
So he's a knuckleball pitcher.
Right.
He's not a knuckleball. He just Matt Stafford got gas. Like
right.
he can throw the ball, which is feeds into his gunslinger. Blah 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 blah. But Goff, he looked just like him, literally.
But he balled out though, didn't he? Didn't Stafford ball out?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, Stafford balled out for the Rams.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. Yep.
He was like, "Thank God, I'm out of Detroit."
Let's pump your brakes there too. They played the Bears. First game in the new stadium. First game with a new team. Everybody was wide open.
Dang.
Yes. Did he look good?
Man,
yes.
Wide open was an understatement.
He was like 21-27 for like 350 and 3 easy touchdowns. Plus, he had Aaron Donald and all that stuff on the other side, and the running back was in sync. So I'm not saying he won't have a good year. In fact, let's get it on record. He will have a good year, but he will not do anything in the playoffs. and he's still the same person. It's just going to be hidden better because he's got a defense, and he can't just blame it on everything else like he could before. So he's going to have to play a little bit. But as far as what golf looks like what Stafford looked like in a Lions uniform, just with a slower ball.
Mm.
And
Okay.
the same thing happened. Down terribly, a whole bunch of mistakes, and then whoa, miraculous fourth quarter comeback. Oh my gosh, the Lions, the Lions.
Okay. Okay.
Let's pump our brakes. We got an extra week of football this year, so let's definitely make sure that we're not jumping the
Oh, that's
gun.
right. That's
5 and
right.
Sure.
12 is still gonna happen. I just don't know where these 5 are gonna be, but I know where the 12 are. And that was one of them.
I'll
Mm.
give you. I'm pretty sure the Bears will give you a couple wins because that team is all the way messed up,
That's the
all the way.
plan. That's the
I didn't get
plan.
to see
All the
them play.
Yeah. There was hey, a
Tua,
Bama quarterback did good. A couple Bama quarterbacks got wins.
Tua. What's the boy
J-
name on the
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts? Well,
Yep.
he's an Oklahoma quarterback.
There
Um,
you go.
well,
There
he
you
did play for Bama, but yeah, and yeah, he connected with Devontae Smith. That helped out my fantasy points. But
go. Mm.
what was crazy though is I saw a dead body in that stadium. I'm saying number two. Uh,
Oh
he was
man.
out bad. He was out
Oh
See, I,
bad.
man.
I wasn't even gonna talk about them because they ain't even get my respect enough this week to even muscle some energy about. But until the realization comes that they get rid of Matt Ryan, we ain't gonna go nowhere, man. And I'm not blaming that
Until
loss
you get
solely
right
on
by
him.
me.
I'm not blaming that loss solely on him because it was a whole team effort. But I mean, it's a lot of stuff they got to do. I mean, we got an unproven coach again. We keep hiring these unproven coaches. They have a good year or two doing their specific like defensive coordinator or offense coordinator. But we need a head coach who has some proven ability that they can win to come in and take over a team. It's just too many variables, man. We got a backup running back that now we done made him the starter, and then we took a starting wide receiver and made him the number 2 running back. I'm like, I don't understand what's going on in this. I mean, I'm gonna let them do their thing right now, but man, my relationship with them is strained. I need I need couples therapy.
Maybe they can pick up Cam.
Right.
Nah, they ain't gonna pick him up with Matt there. That's what they got rid of everybody to surround Matt. And then I'm looking at it, I'm thinking that it was just the mentality, and I think a lot of that mentality is still on the team because I saw I saw the coach for Tennessee get mad at Julio for his false start or whatever he did, but that's just that mentality, man. Like until you come through there and wreck some discipline in this, I don't think this team has the discipline that we need. When you get down there in the red zone like that, I think we were like on the 5 or maybe even 3 yard line. We had to kick a field goal on the first drive. Man, come on. Like
Right.
I would have rather
Right.
them just go for it and we go 0. Like, but and that's the thing. Like, and then we got the Eagles thinking that they something that they not.
They want to know.
They are that,
Yeah.
but they I mean they look better than what they claim, what we know they are. So
Right. You got
now,
him off the hook.
yeah, it's just sad, man. I don't know.
Right. Right. Um.
This team is stressful, boy. I'm telling
Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, the Texans gave Lawrence his first loss ever in his entire in his entire football career.
First of many.
Yeah. And there's also I was just hearing through the grapevine. There's rumor that Myers, Urban Myers, might be taking the USC job. Like he'll just leave mid-season and take that job, or take it next.
I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
heard that today.
Mm-hmm.
I hope it happens,
Nah,
but I don't. I think just the optics of it, I don't think it's going to. But man, I wish it did. I wish it would. It would give me such great joy just to laugh.
Right. Right. And then let's see what else. Fitzmagic got hurt. He might be done for the season. He injured his hip.
Who?
No,
Uh,
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
yeah,
Oh,
Ryan
okay.
Fitzpatrick.
Another
Yep,
spot for Cam.
yep. Maybe. You know
But
us.
Riverboat need to get him vaccinated though. Ron, he was like, I need all y'all to get vaccinated because I got cancer.
Right. So that's
That's
already a
true.
no go. That's a no go. The Steelers look, man. The Steelers look great, especially that fourth quarter against the Bills. The Bills were supposed to be another Super Bowl contender that just laid an egg on Sunday.
I feel like we might be overrating the Bills though. I feel like the Steelers might have brought them back down to earth because they let Big Ben and his whatever he is right now do all that. But really, Watt and them boys on the other side got busy.
Yep.
Mm.
So that's what
Yep.
it was.
Yeah,
Because
because
you got to hit Josh Allen with some big bodies. If you hit him with the little guys, he'll shake them off and get free. And ain't nobody on Pittsburgh defense small. So
yep.
not unless Troy Polamalu back there.
No, no. I think definitely. Hayward too. He was out there. Man, he was tearing that whole offensive line up.
Mm-hmm.
Who else? I like the Bengals game versus the Vikings. Jamar Chase was embarrassing Patrick Peterson.
Pat Pete is old though. He's
That's true.
washed.
That's
Yeah.
true. But he still say he's the number one shutdown corner.
I mean, in
Uh,
Minnesota,
This is
Sam
true.
Darnold got some revenge. He beat up on the Jets.
mm,
Uh,
did you watch it? Now that's local TV for me. So yeah, it wasn't as he won. Let's say that. I don't know if it was impressive. They
yeah.
about gave it away though. The
Yeah.
Jets made a little comeback once dude figured out he was in the NFL. What's the man's name? Zach Efron. What's the quarterback?
Zach Wilson,
Zach Wilson. Yeah.
High School Musical.
It was
Was
Zach
that
something. I knew it
Zach
was
Efron?
Zach.
Yeah. That Thursday night game to open up the season,
That was good.
Cowboys and Bucks. That was a really good game. It came
Yeah,
down
that
to the
was a good game.
wire. Dak Prescott looks so great, man. Coming off the injury, he looked like he got better somehow. And then
Yeah.
Tom Brady's Tom Brady.
And the Cowboys had a who was out? One of their offensive linemen. Um, what's the guy? Somebody was out for
Martin.
protocol. Yeah, Zach Martin.
Yep.
He was out for COVID protocol. So once he comes back, that's maybe they can get Zeke busy.
Nah, Zeke is just making bad football decisions. There was like I was watching that game, and instead of doing what the play says, like run to the inside, he like bounced to the
That's
outside
right.
and think he could outrun a cornerback or run over a cornerback, and he was just getting tagged. He was just making bad football decisions in general.
I blame his college football career on that.
Yeah, I
And
agree.
then the Broncos beat the Giants.
That was a wash.
Monday night game was a good game, and
I didn't
the
even watch that one.
Ravens. Man, you missed a great game, and the
That's what
Ravens
I
gave that game away.
Oh, that was. You ever been to a high school game and you get there early and the JV still playing and then the
hear.
JV game get good and everybody like, oh, that was and it gets real sloppy and you just so excited though, even though it ain't good ball. That's exactly what that game was. It was a whole bunch of like high school back and forth, everybody getting excited, except there was no varsity game afterwards.
Right,
And it
right.
was just like, oh. So it was a bunch of that. Like, I think the better game, talent wise, was Chiefs and Browns.
Yeah, that was a good one. Nah, but Baker Mayfield did what Baker Mayfield always do, and he folds under pressure. He was in position to get him the win, and he threw a pick.
Yeah, but it was the Chiefs and Arrowhead. Like, was he really like that's like going up against the Warriors, a couple years ago. Like you might be winning, but are you winning?
Yeah,
Are
I
you
don't know.
winning? Or are they turning it on? And I feel like they just turned it on.
Yeah,
I think the pick is the pick. I think that's a product of good defense, pressure, and all that stuff. I wouldn't even say he choked. I think Kansas City just executed.
right. What
Yeah.
else? We got the Seahawks beat the Colts. Chargers beat Washington. We talked about Fitzpatrick getting injured. What else? The Bears got. Bears not even a football team anymore.
But you can't. You'll never be able to go home ever.
Hey, I'm a realist, man. All these Bears fans are delusional, thinking the way the system is set up now, they're gonna win games. You know, this dude Matt Nagy he went for it on 4th down 4 times, and I think like one of them was 4th and 15. That makes no sense. This is in the first quarter. He's going for it. Never mind. That's a whole nother. We don't have enough time.
I think you're onto something. I think you're onto something though. I think we're going to see a lot more people going for it on 4th because I feel like 1, kickers ain't what they used to be. 2, I mean, you got to do something. If you got a history of losing, and I suck, and I might be fired anyway, and they out here running air raid offenses on me, like, why would I not just try to do something different and go for it? Like who wants to play traditional 3 and out football when that ain't working for you either? It's just what you're supposed to do. So why don't you shake it up, see if something happens? What's the worst they're going to do? Fire you and put in the rookie quarterback? They're going to do that anyway.
Right. I guess 4 and out is better than 3 and outs. You might be on to something.
They did something on what was it? HBO Sports, you know, with what's his name, Brian Gumble or whatever.
Oh, Real Sport.
I can't remember what's Real Sport. Yeah, they did some years ago where a coach, he was like a high school or like Division III, maybe college coach. But
no, he was a high school coach. Now he's a college coach.
Yeah, he went for it on 4th downs, and they said that the statistics are greater that you make it on 4th down than most would think. So, I mean, it's not bad.
Analytics. I think it's the analytics sneaking in, just like it's sneaking into the other sports. Well, barging its way into the other sports. So, I mean,
and that would tire the defense down. You know what I mean? Because they want to do 3 and outs. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Coach Kneecaps went for it a couple times on like 4th and whatever, and I wasn't mad at it. Like, especially if you screw around on 3rd down or you piss it away by going off sides, or you do some kind of errant throw that wasn't even what y'all designed. Like, try again, especially if it's like 4th and 4 or less. Like, I feel like those should be going for it anyway.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, but that coach you was talking about, Smash, he a college coach now for like, I don't know, very small program, but like his first game they put up over 50 points.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So it's his system. His system works. Maybe he's the exception to the rule. We're talking about college. Any highlights for NCAA football? Any teams you guys want to spotlight or talk about?
Next topic.
HBCU. Support HBCU football, even if mine isn't winning.
Right. Nothing, huh? Nothing. No
well,
good game.
You knew that was gonna come, though, CP.
This is our weakest team in a few years. I hope none of my frat brothers are listening who are on the team. But this is our weakest team in the last few years. We did all this winning to get us into this point to sell out, and now we sold out, and we're got our weakest squad in a minute. So it's gonna get ugly.
I don't think they're. They need to go get them. Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, you need to go get them off y'all track team.
Right. Let them run some fly routes, right?
That's so fast.
But I don't think this is A&T's weakest team. I just think that they're facing a little bit quality of opponent versus what they're used to in the MEAC. And that's just them just give them a chance to see, okay, this is where we have to improve as a ball club to be able to compete on that level. Because I know they thought they was gonna run in there and it's gonna be like, they're gonna Hercules everybody, but it's a little bit of a better competition.
I agree. I think the run in there was bigger talk, but this is I would have rather gone in there with some of the last couple years teams than this one.
Right.
So I'm kind of saying both. So I agree with you. It's not the worst team ever, nothing like that. Like, they're a good team.
I gotta defend them a little bit. My cousin's on that team, so I gotta defend them a little bit.
like I said, I hope too many people not listening today. But because they look sweet though. Them new uniforms is
Yeah,
hard,
I
but
mean,
yeah, I mean, I think we know what we're getting coming into the new conference, kind of being the expansion team or what have you. So we're gonna take our lumps. Hopefully, this helps us retool. Now, what we can't have is what Hampton's having. The Hampton has been trashed for about the 3 or 4 years that they've been in there already.
right.
Like we need a little bit of a quicker turnaround.
It's gonna happen. I
Yeah.
mean, with the resurgence of HB, with the spotlight on HBCUs right now, and all the love that we getting right now, all these HBCUs should be really rethinking their plan on how they're going to bolster their program, because at some point in time that light is going to dim, and we're
Hmm.
going to be back to status quo. So right now would be the perfect time for everybody to, up their budgets and clean up their act and do whatever they got to do to you know propel their HBCU. I'm loving it, man. We get to see more HBCU games.
I agree.
You just
I
got
agree.
you got NBC Sports just jumped on. They're gonna broadcast the Howard and Hampton game.
Hmm.
So we're getting a lot of love, man. So it's this is the time for us to just hunker down and support.
They just need to pronounce the names right.
Right.
Obviously, ours is an easy one to mispronounce. And, I guess you get your customary one if you're not paying attention. But if you can't say it right, just say what you can say. Say
Well,
Aggies or say Rattlers or
I
say Tigers or whatever you're going to say. But, man, don't be out here just fumbling over our names. Like you can
I'd rather
say,
them say the name wrong than not say it at all, and then we can correct them as we go.
I
But I
mean, but how
get your
many
point
times
though. I get what your
like
point
if you
though.
can say Tuiasosopo
You can
and
say
and
you can say
and you can
FAMU,
say
right?
Favre and you could say everything else that we let
Favre.
these schools. If you can say Quinnipiac and Centenary and all these other schools that you happenstance on by accident, then you can say our stuff too. It's not that
Right.
hard. Or just say the long name: North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University,
Ooh,
Ooh,
or just
Get
say the
them,
Aggies, or just
get
say the
them.
Aggies.
ooh.
That's all I'm saying. But it
Yep.
is what it is.
My
Yep.
name is my name.
But I don't know about you guys. When you watch college football this weekend, do you see what I see? It doesn't look like the strong is really that strong and the weak is really that weak. It looks like college basketball. Like it's like you see like a leveling of the playing field a little bit,
It's
and
the lack of
Yes.
practice.
Yep.
you
It's
think that's what
it's
it is, a lack of practice?
it's COVID stuff with all the weird school schedules
Yeah,
and the the downtime. If somebody contact tracing, if you get popped, then
right.
nobody can practice right, or coaches are popping in and out. And then what's the other thing? The transfer portals.
that's what
So
I think it is.
I think on any given day it'd be the transfer portals, but
I,
I
and
think with the
I
COVID
I
season,
I thought that about the transfer portal, but there are more kids sitting right now in the transfer portal than there are actually scholarships to be given going back the other way out the transfer portal. So
hmm,
I think it's just I think a lot of kids are being ill advised on what they should do. And sometimes they just need to bite the bullet and go through a little adversity to better themselves, because there's a lot. If you go to that transfer portal and look at it, it's pages of pages of pages of kid that has made bad decisions that are just sitting there. And
yeah,
it's sad, but it's a reason why they're in that transfer portal in the first place. All the creme de la creme, they're gonna get scooped up the first week. So
hmm,
the rest of it is like those marginal players, the tweeners, they're just sitting there. So these kids better, buy beware and user beware. Make sure that you're doing the right thing for you and your career. Make sure that you have a spot to land, because a lot of kids are missing the mark, and they're not landing anywhere but at home.
well, that's what makes the pyramid scheme work,
Yep.
Right. Right.
Yeah, the
right?
house always win, right?
Right? Somebody got to come up.
Yeah, it's definitely lack of practice and lack of them playing those unknown teams to boost up their team's confidence, and basically another extra practice is why we're seeing what we're seeing. Like Ohio State got embarrassed by the Ducks.
I was okay with that.
I
that
bet you
was a
was.
that was a good game. That was a really good game. It's good to see the blue blood not actually pummel somebody like we thought they were going to pummel Oregon. So it was good to see a few upsets, not to pile on, smashing his FSU team, but it was if it
That
was
was
any
not an
other
upset.
team,
That's
if it
not
was
an
any,
upset.
that was Jacksonville State is not supposed to beat FSU. I don't care how much talent they have or how much talent they
Oh, I
lack
thought you were
of.
talking
That
Did
about.
you
they
see
have.
that play?
I thought you were talking about
Yeah,
Notre Dame.
yeah,
My bad.
yeah.
I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about
Going
Notre Dame.
going back to that, that's another reason why these organizations need to stop hiring these unproven coaches.
Well,
Because
That was
this
terrible
Joker,
coverage.
6 seconds left, and you not in prevent.
right.
I mean,
It
like all
was
you had to do was tackle. If the game would have been over, they would have snuck out with a won, an ugly win. But no,
Hey, all they're doing is
Mm.
proving Madden right that these plays actually happen in real life.
Nah, it's not on the Madden scale. It's not on the Madden to
Man,
file it,
you
but
see that
it's
Bears versus Rams game?
that play did look like a glitch.
right.
Did you see that Bears versus Rams game?
Why my receivers? Ah. Florida State done rage quit. Florida State left the room with 1 second left.
and stuff like this is gonna bring games like that, and then that loss to Notre Dame. It's gonna bring like the morale down. These kids ain't gonna want to play.
Right.
Right.
I agree with
And
that.
and
I agree with that, Smash.
and speaking of that, I keep telling y'all, Notre Dame ain't who people think they are. They almost
Who,
lost to what?
Fitzgerald?
Toledo?
Almost
Was it
don't count.
Toledo?
This ain't horseshoes.
I guess,
Oh, a slow down, huh,
I
Gio?
guess, Smash. I guess my question is,
Gio.
what do people think Notre Dame really is?
Or maybe Notre Dame think they something. Maybe that's what
Oh,
Well,
they're fooling themselves.
anytime, you know how it goes with Notre Dame, man. It's like they're the great hope, you know. So anytime that they can get in there and try to do something, people like Gio gonna pump them up even when they know that they're not as good as they think they are. But you know, they're gonna get the press clippings regardless, you know. So
not over here.
I'm enjoying the season, man. The season's not going as well as for my teams, but besides the Saints kicking that Aaron Rodgers butt, but it's good to see college football going back. It's good to see all the fans in the stadium. You know, it's good to see we're getting back to some kind of normalcy, quasi-normalcy, I would guess. So it's win, lose, or draw. We got football, and you can't complain about that, whether your team win or lose. You know.
Nope. And there was definitely a lot of good games. A lot of good that defensive end for Oregon. Man, that guy's a monster.
Oh yeah, Thibodeau, he'll be number 1 draft pick this year.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't even see the pictures. All I saw or heard was Ohio State lost, and I was like, "Yep, football's back. Are you ready for some football?" I was like, "That's good for me."
Well,
He's
the
like,
hate,
Jackson, you
the
can have
hate
ice
is
cream for
real,
dinner.
huh? Right?
Yeah,
He said ice cream for dinner.
look, I have not. I don't even know what color uniforms they had on either team.
Right.
All I know is Ohio State lost, and that was good enough for me.
Right. Okay.
Awesome.
Let's go ahead and switch it up. I know we always talk about 2K, and we always, you know, I'm the only one that says good things about Madden, but we all say bad things about 2K. But I gotta give 2K their props for this launch. This is it makes it seem like 2K21 was the beta for 2K22.
So you telling me now you like the third person that just said this. So you telling me I hadn't spent the money yet.
No, I got a free code. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't end up spending money on VC, but I got the game because somebody tweeted out the code for the game. But I ended up spending money on VC because I could break that down later at another time. But you're gonna have to spend the money on VC.
Yeah, I mean, but that's inevitable. I mean, you know, with 2K, because that's the most dominant game that we play all the time anyway. So to you to shell out, you know, $125, $130, or $140 for that game, that's normal because we play it so much, right? So we know we're gonna play the VC, but it's just I was pleasantly pleased. I was pleasantly surprised how better of a game on PS5 version of 2K21 was it on PS4. So I just know with 2K's history, without them not putting out a demo and not having a launch and just giving out, you know, how they always do, give out a good story and hope that you bite on it.
You buy,
Yeah. And so people have said that's why I hadn't bought it yet, because I wanted to make sure that all the glitches, the server issues that they always have during launch, all that stuff is played out. So I'm gonna get it Friday, man. I'm gonna get it Friday. We're gonna sit up and we're gonna lab a little bit and see what it is. But if it's not, you will hear about it Tuesday. I don't care where I'm at. I'm jumping in on the show, and I'm coming for you, Gio. I'm coming for you.
Hey,
Is
I'm
it on
telling you,
Switch?
I'll say my yeah, it's on Switch. My disclaimer is this
Oh,
is
here
my
you go.
disclaimer.
Here you go, Smash.
It's my disclaimer. It's been in the past. The first 2 weeks of 2K always been great.
Yeah, because nobody's on the servers.
Right, when no one's on the servers, no one's crying about this, that, and the third. And
but when the sweaties start to crying,
and when the sweaties and the kids start crying, and the money makers start crying, they change the entire game. So right now, the game is good. It's easy to shoot. It's easy to dribble, but you're not. But it's not. But you still have to have some type of IQ. You still got to call plays. You still got to do smart basketball things, because it's not easy for you to just blow by, or it's not easy for you to shoot over everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
As long as you can dunk when you're supposed to dunk.
Right. So basically, they made it easy to play, but hard to master.
That's good.
If that makes sense.
That's a good investment.
If that makes any sense.
So we not really gonna be seeing all these trades from the half court.
That's the
No,
league.
Not right now, anyway.
Not right now. You know, again, my disclaimer is until the sweaty start crying, and they patch it and they change it to please them, because they're the loudest. You know, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
The sweaties.
You know, at the moment, I'm enjoying it. It's probably, I haven't enjoyed 2K like this since probably 2016, 2010. You know what I'm saying? So it's been some years.
I might pick it up tomorrow.
Yep.
We'll see how it is on Switch. Let me check my account.
Man, you might as well go on and switch over, CP.
Man, you can't even find them new systems anyway.
You should. I know a guy. Sony had a drop today. You could have got it for retail price. I don't know a guy that got it off the back of the truck, but I know how to get it off retail price.
I got to check my checking and savings.
Right.
My checking says back of the truck price. I got you on that, though.
I got you. We're coming up on that 2-minute warning. Smash, you got any false facts?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and bust open this false fact. Shout out to my boy. Like, I never looked up to anybody, but I guess if I did, it would have been Deion Sanders, you know, as an athlete. And shout out to him for what he's doing at Jackson State. But today in one of my chat groups, they put up a false fact that Deion will be at a Power 5 next year. And, you know, it's true. It's true that he's a coach and he's doing good so far. But it's only been, I won't even say last year was a real season. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's give him time to get his feet wet over there before he jumps ship to, you know, a Power 5. That's false. He's not ready for that yet. You know what I'm saying? He's still getting his feet wet in this new college situation and how they roll, but he's not ready for a Power 5 yet. I don't even want to see him walk into that. Like, build this legacy at Jackson State, do something, build that up before you walk away. Don't just look like you came over there to just get in the game like a lot of people thought or think. I want to see him do good. So Deion Sanders, the false fact is he's not ready for a Power 5 yet.
I can agree with that. I feel like if anybody's trying to get him, it's going to be somebody lesser than that or one of these like Conference USA schools. But ain't no Power 5 is going to offer him right away. Plus, he can't have the keys to the car like he does at Jackson State. So
yeah,
I think logistically, it's not even a good gamble if it was out there. But I agree with you. I think he's going to build for a little bit.
I hope so.
He's going to get them names on the jerseys.
Hey, that was a big move. CP, got any closing thoughts?
I do. I'm gonna kick it old school at this point a little bit and bring it back to a little uplift. But sometimes you think that in your life you've made some changes and you're looking for a return on your investment, and you find yourself out here, you know, in a new uniform, in a new city, in a new surrounding, but you have the same old output. So whether you're a lion or a bear or a Viking or even a Packer that you fought so hard to, you know, get things back to normal, you want that old thing back, and things don't work the way you want. But it's important to take a look around and recognize that, especially in this day and age, you're not going through these struggles alone. Just because you went through 1 week doesn't mean you're down. In fact, everybody around you had a down week. So while you're 0-1, the rest of your division is 0-1. It's still time to get back out there and get moving.
Nice.
And get your moral victory, because you're only going 5-12.
Right. September 15, Puerto Rican players get to be able to wear number 21 across the MLB. They also did this last year, but there was really no fans in the stadium, or there wasn't no fans in the stadium. But so this is the first time they'll be able to do it with fans, and it's honor to Roberto Clemente. For those of you who don't know, he is the Babe Ruth. He's the Puerto Rican version of Babe Ruth, or the African American version of Jackie Robinson. That's how much he means to the Puerto Rican people, not just because he was a good player or a great player, Hall of Famer, but also what he did for the island and the country, giving back. And the way he passed was going on a flight to give back to a charity donation, stuff like that, and the plane crash. He died at the young age of 38.
He was the only person to have exactly 3,000 hits on the dot.
Yep.
I didn't know that.
So,
good fact.
Yep. And then I also think they expanded with other players could wear the number 21 too on that day too, September 15th. So who knows, maybe in the future it'll become Roberto Clemente Day, like they have a Jackie Robinson Day with number 42. But me being Puerto Rican, you guys all know that, is just great honor. And he was definitely an inspiration for every Puerto Rican that even picked up a baseball bat. And then on that, we're out.